Hello, my friends. I have not been feeling good. I got some sort of a flu pretty significantly, took me out pretty well, and I was traveling on top of it, which made it suck even more. So, the last couple of days I was in Portland. I was supposed to leave on Sunday. You that follow me regularly know that my plane was canceled, so I had to go back to the airport on Monday, fly out. I really didn't feel good starting on Saturday. Went to the gym, did all the things that I'm supposed to, but I didn't feel good. Sunday, about the same. Didn't feel good, but life goes on. You got to do what you got to do. Monday, I'm on the airplane. I'm flying to Portland. It's a pretty miserable flight. I was in the last row because they had to move the plane, or that I had to move to a different plane. Not only the last row, I had to fly to Atlanta from Nashville, as opposed to my usual fly from Nashville to Salt Lake City. From Salt Lake City, then I fly to Portland. I do that. It takes me about 6 hours from the time I land at the air, or I get to the airport in Nashville to the time I land at the airport in Portland is only 6 hours, and that's with a layover. The layover is usually about 40 minutes, maybe an hour, so maybe 6.5 hours, but pretty quick. When I got to fly to Atlanta, it's something completely different because I'm flying the wrong direction. And so then I'm sitting on an airplane for 4.5 hours as opposed to at most 3 hours and 20 minutes, which is what it is from Nashville to Salt Lake City. Again, I'm, big guy. So I like to cut that up if I have to. Fly direct, but I don't like the 4.5, 5 hour flights if I can avoid them, particularly when there's only a 40 to 50 to maybe an hour layover. So anyway, I didn't feel good on Monday, and I had to go back to Atlanta, go backwards in order to go west. And on top of it, since I had to get moved from the plane I was going to be on the day before to the one on Monday, I could take the only seat they had, 757 jet, if I'm not mistaken. So one where you go in, you turn left, there is all of first class. You turn right, and you'd head down. It's 38 rows, if memory serves, and you come to a bathroom. And then behind the bathrooms is another 10 rows. So you come into row 49. The last row in the entire airplane is row 49. And thankfully, I'm glad of this. I was in row 49, of course, but I was in the aisle seat. Again, for a guy my size, I always get in the aisle seat. Plus, I get a little claustrophobic on the airplanes. If I have to be, I always shoot for that aisle seat. Anyway, long story short, of course, the person next to me is equally my size, and the two of us just kind of had to. He's a good-natured guy, and we kind of had to fight it out for a room. And he took his half that way, and I took my half the other way, and we made it work. But I didn't feel good. And then Monday night, I really didn't feel good. I had a dinner that I had to get to. I was playing pool that I had to get to, and woke up on Tuesday miserable, absolutely miserable. Since I lost a whole day, and it was a quick trip anyway because it's the holidays. Typically, I leave on Monday night. I leave on Sunday. I come back on Saturday. On this trip, I left on Monday since I lost a day, and I was already coming back on Thursday. So I only had 3 full days. So then I had to take what is normally 5 days, condense it down to 3 days. Then I had to take the 3 days and condense it down into 2 days. So my days were packed, start to finish, and Tuesday was probably the worst of them all as I did not feel good. Went to the gym, put my time in, spent a little extra time in the sauna, 45 minutes, but this cold kind of wiped me out, and unfortunately, I was not able to work out because my schedule was so tight, losing all those days for 2 of the 3 days, 2 of the last 3 days. So that's okay. I'm dealing with it. For me, I don't appreciate, or I don't like doing that. Obviously, I don't like ever going more than 1 day, and I certainly don't like missing more than 1 day out of 10 at the most. So I like to go 6, 7, 8 days in a row, but I'm starting to feel better. I'm getting my feet back underneath me. Traveling when you don't feel good is the worst, but it beats the hell out of driving. It beats the hell out of all of the other things that I could have been doing. I mean, I've just been laying here at home. I'd rather be out doing what I'm supposed to, getting the work done now, and having gone through it, even though I didn't feel good and still going. I could have canceled my trip. I could have canceled my flight when they canceled it, but I didn't. I kept going. I persevered. I got through it. I feel better about it. I feel better about myself having gone and done it. So there are benefits to it there. And I'm on the other side of how I felt when I started. So I'm happy about that also. I don't know how much a part my health plays, my overall health plays in helping me get through this. I have not been sick in a couple of years, easy. And so it's hard to say exactly how much being healthier has made me feel, but without a doubt, I know that it has helped me withstand or deal with being sick. So I don't know how much less or more sick I would have been if I was 300 pounds. My guess is maybe the same. But what I do know is, let's assume that that's the case. I definitely am able to withstand it and do more easier while sick than I ever did when I was 300 plus pounds, because I was already battling that on top of battling and then add on top of that, then being sick, and it gets to be a bit of a nightmare. So a successful trip. I'm back in Portland. I'm back from Portland, home again here in Franklin, Tennessee. Looking forward to the holidays and not traveling. I won't be traveling again until January. And hopefully here in the next couple of days, I get my feet back under me 100%. Looking forward to going pounding out the gym and getting in a good 2.5 hour workout like I should do, including miles on the road. And we will see how that goes, to be determined. I have not eaten nearly enough nor drank nearly enough over the last 3 days inside of that schedule that I had to keep. So I am really looking forward to getting all of that back on track. And I can feel that part in my body. I just don't have enough energy. So opportunities are everywhere. You got to go get them. That's my update from my trip and being sick back to Portland. But I am feeling better, and I appreciate people who have heard it in my voice and have reached out. Remember, go for a walk.